Hi friends, Tim Lambert with the Texas Homeschool Coalition here. I wanted to take a few minutes and just talk to you about SB 2. SB 2 is the parental choice in education legislation that has now passed both the House and the Senate and is on its way to the governor's office for his signature. This is a topic that has been of major concern for a lot of us, and so we've worked really hard because we know a lot of you are very protective, as are we, of the freedom that we have fought hard for here in Texas, and we want to maintain that freedom. And so we recognize that many of you have built the education for your children from the ground up with love, conviction, and sacrifice. So let me just acknowledge that we as clearly as anyone else always have concerns when something new comes down the pike that could impact homeschooling, and especially when it comes from the legislature. So we've worked very hard to be involved in that process, and we recognize that many of you have questions. You followed this with concerns, and we applaud those questions. We've tried to answer those questions, and asking questions is good. At our website, thsc.org/advocacy, you can find our page on the school choice legislation as it's developed, and we've answered questions. So we encourage you to continue to go there as you have questions. We'll work hard to answer those questions. So SB 2 actually establishes what's called education savings accounts. And these are accounts that parents can apply for. It's optional. Nobody is required to do this. It doesn't impact, the rules for this don't impact homeschoolers who choose not to participate. But parents will be able to access an account that has funding in it, kind of like a debit card, where you can use those funds to buy educational or pay for educational expenses, qualified expenses for your children. So like curriculum, therapy, special needs therapy, that sort of thing. So we've worked hard to make sure that protections for homeschooling is in this legislation. If you go to our website, there's a link to a video of House testimony on this bill where one of our great friends in the legislature asked questions of the author, the chairman of the Public Education Committee, to clarify the freedoms that were protected in that bill. So we believe that this legislation will be life-changing for families who are desperate to get their children out of failing public education systems. It will enable, and it can't afford to do so. This will enable those children for the first time to be able to do that. And this is all based on our premise that parents, not the government, should be the ones making decisions, because they know what's best for the children. So we want you to know that we're going to continue to remain vigilant. This issue is not over, so we'll be in the room, so to speak. We'll be at the table as the comptroller develops and others develop this program and establish rules. We'll work hard to make sure that homeschool families are not discriminated against, and we'll continue to work to make sure that happens. So I just want to tell you how much we appreciate the homeschool families of Texas. Texas homeschool families in Texas built the parental rights movement, and we continue to work hard not only in this area but in any area that could impact the parental rights of families in Texas. So we work in the legislature, we work with state agencies, and we'll work in the courts when necessary to protect the freedom and parental rights of all families in Texas. Thank you.